Hello and welcome. I'm Darlene Turiff. I'm an author, a coach, a soulpreneur, a speaker, a mom, a daughter, a wife, um, all kinds of lovely things. And here you are. Welcome to my new channel. This is new for me, but I'm excited to start sharing wonderful things with you and for you. All right. We are going to venture into the soulpreneur way. My last 10 years, I have dedicated my life to learning, growing, becoming. I've done that. I've written 8 books. I have a business partner, Nicole Washburn. She and I have co-founded a beautiful community called the Authors Collaborative, in which we help speaker coaches write the books that are going to make an impact. But let's get to the big question and give you a feel for what I hope to be doing here as we hang out together. All right, you can see I'm unscripted. I love unscripted, which is part of the soulpreneur way. I'm going to teach you what I think soulpreneurs are. And more importantly, I want to share with you some secrets of how soulpreneurs function. It is very important to me. It is my mission on this planet. It is my soul's intuition and inspiration to help spirit-led entrepreneurs really get the impact they're supposed to be. I am a catalyst personality, and I'm a leader. I am a leader. I'm very comfortable in that role. Oh, one big premise, one big thing. I have a new book coming up, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. It is called The 4 Soulpreneur Agreements. It'll be coming out sometime in 2025. And it is based on not only manifestation. When I wrote this book, I had to decide, am I going to teach entrepreneurs how to do it? Like, am I just going to tell them what's going to work? Am I going to do manifestation? Am I going to talk about that? Instead, the book ended up becoming these 4 agreements that we have to make with ourselves. And it comes from, like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been in some version of being a coach, but I've been business coaching for more than 5 years now. And there were so many things that didn't work for me. And what are the parts of me that regular entrepreneurship, regular advice, basically the Napoleon Hill advice, what about that is slows us down? So my book, this 4 Agreements, and this channel, the Soulpreneur Way, is going to be about conversations about what I know works. And how it's all based on this one belief. So I'm going to share that with you right now. It starts with this premise that the rules of manifestation or the laws of the universe still apply. So I'm not arguing the laws of the universe. I am saying most of the stuff out there that we have tried to emulate come from, rich white guys 100 years ago. And here's the thing, that's not us. This channel is mostly for women, but it's also spirit-led entrepreneurs, and I think men will find value here because we need to understand what's different and why that other thing is missing something for us. Okay, so let's start with an agreement on what needs to happen when we are shifting. I do believe in energetics. This is a channel about energetics, and I want you to, or I'm assuming you have the nudge, you have an intuition, you've been inspired by spirit to follow a calling. Okay, that's a given. Those are the people I work with. I love you. I'm your people. But here's the thing. That calling always has a path of transformation in it. We must become someone different to achieve that thing. So, what is true about energetics or the laws of the universe is uh, we attract who we are. So there's a transformation that needs to happen. And a lot of the transformation happens in this mindset, for lack of a better word, but we need to become someone different. So that means we have to shift who we believe we are, what we believe is possible, both out there and in here, and how that works. Okay, we're finally getting to the one belief why maybe you've been struggling at achieving success. And even if you have achieved that external success, it doesn't feel like success to you. All right. Uh, Women are raised with a different set of subconscious beliefs. I know, I know. So I love the money books. I'm gaga for all the mindset changes. So in my book, I talk about the provider energy. And I'm going to talk about energy because I don't think this is about men and women, but it really is about the mindset. And I'm hopefully seeing some changes in the newer generations, but my generation, the one behind me, if you were raised a woman in any culture, we are assigned a bunch of beliefs. There's a lot of things that are so deep in our culture. We don't recognize how they're in conflict with being an entrepreneur. I call that competition, where our one identity is in competition with our other identity. All right. The person we believe we are and all our perceptions of our world and our that whole level of integrity we come at the planet with is aligned with this set of beliefs that we are nurturers. It is our job to rescue and take care of people. And that's actually a really good thing to be a coach with that. But it can be a problem for being an entrepreneur. So if we could just be coaches and not entrepreneurs, amazing. That's not how it works. We all need clients. We have to figure out where it's coming. We want to make that impact. We have to figure out how to get over here in the provider energy. You see, mostly the men in our society, and again, these are generalizations. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not uh, saying one is bad, one is good. I'm saying culturally, we begin with a different set of expectations. And even consciously, I don't choose that, right? But this is not about the conscious. Manifesting our dream life, getting that impact, answering spirit's calling is about moving into action, inspired action in the direction of your calling. And we all know the work that has to be done is on the subconscious level. And most of the advice we're getting on the subconscious level, like how to move through those things, are they're starting with some things that are already true. They're starting with subconscious idea that you are a provider, right? The men are raised to be providers. They already know that. And as a woman, I was raised to be a nurturer. So that creates a bit of competition in your life. The person you're becoming is kind of in competition with the person you are. And here's the really fun part, scary part, whatever you like, is that everybody in that old world has an invested interest in you staying exactly who you are. They love you in your nurturer role, and you love you in that role because you're super comfortable. You're super comfortable. So everything about over here is going to be a beautiful growth experience. All right, that's what I mean by we are starting with a different set of subconscious beliefs. The conflict we are feeling, the boundaries we need to set up are not the same as someone who already is starting with the idea that they're a provider. Right? Other entrepreneurs, usually when there is one in the family, the whole family supports that entrepreneur. But when you are the supporting force of your family, not the financial supporting force, but the supporting force, the one who makes the appointments and organizes the grocery list and, you know, checks in on family and does all that stuff. If you feel responsible for people's feelings, you're a nurturer. All right. What I hope to do in this channel is I'm hopefully going to help you through some of those subconscious beliefs to learn how to build a box around your entrepreneurial time. I don't want you to stop being a nurturer. I want you to make some room for your calling because here's the thing, the universe has already told you they have another job for you. They want to take your nurturing from this level to this level. And they're asking you, are you willing? Are you willing to come with me? Are you willing to become the person that has to do that? All right, so that's my question to you. Are you willing to come on this journey with me? Okay, so I want to talk about I'm not going to tell you my 4 agreements. We have lots of time, lots of videos on that. But I really do want to, I just have a few little notes here. Personally, for me, I'll do the top 3 things. So in any kind of manifestation process, I was listening to Joe Vitale this morning. I do audiobooks, if you don't know that about me. I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I listen to them on repeat. When Joe was asked what was his biggest advice around manifesting, right? This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to follow spirit through. And his answer was, I had to figure out how to release the how to. I agree with that statement. I have manifested my big, beautiful life. So I'm coming at it from someone on the other side. I am the author, speaker, coach that maybe you want to be. So the releasing how to, that control, and our nurture self is raised to be in charge of how am I going to get this done, right? That's what we do. So that is a bigger challenge. Again, men are more used to releasing things to the world. All right. Next, number 2, that needs to happen to manifest and go after your vision. I want you to have a vision. I really want you to have a big vision of what is possible and release the idea of how to. So how am I going to do that when I have all this other stuff going on? It's like, I promise you, it is doable. It is doable. Next, you have to set the vision. And I believe in setting the vision, but it's also one of the detriments that can hold back your energetics. So I am going to teach you the 4 lessons of energetics that need to be in place for you to succeed at that. So the vision is the direction. It's the direction. We're going to use it as a tool, but we can't manifest it on its own. It's not enough just to be thinking about it. I want more than vision boards. And I believe you can do that. And number 3 is you need that inspired action. You need to take inspired action. So that's the 3 things we kind of struggle with consistency around. Okay, my 4 agreements, not for the book, not the soulpreneur agreements, but understanding how agreements will affect your energetics. So we're going to start with the premise that your energy is what attracts what you want, right? If we are in the energy of I don't have time, this journey is going to take forever. I have so many shortcuts on time. I don't think it takes forever to get here. But you have to be on the right focus. Okay, so energetics, let's start and agree to some things. Energetics in your business, for me, that's what matters most. That is what my book is about. If you cannot master your energetics, this will take you a long time and may throw you completely out of the game. So energetics, I want you to set a high vibration. I want that to be a target for you. Keep a high vibration. I want you to be willing to become the person that's going to achieve your vision, create that impact. So you have to understand the person you are now is not the person that achieves that impact. So are you willing to do that? It's really, really fun. Really fun. Okay. Number 3, you will need to acquire the skills and assets of an entrepreneur. Those are totally doable. Um, who doesn't love learning something? But we need to know it's a skill. So we're not buying that. And the skill will create the asset that you need. All right. So a skill as a speaker, an asset of creating your program, an asset of writing your book. All that's going to be amazing. And number 4, to maintain those energetics, right? Without these, you're going to have lower vibration, which slows everything down. Okay. So number 4 is you need a new belief system. You have to move from your only nurturer self. We have to be a provider. Now, I'm going to tell you so many amazing things that we're going to do this in feminine energy provider. So that means we do things in collaboration. We can achieve all these things without the divine masculine. There's like a little bit of divine masculine that needs to happen at certain points to succeed. But I want to promise you, Nicole and I have done this in the full divine feminine. We have done this without burning out. We have built a dream business on beautiful gradual layering. And we're ready. We're ready to help you. All right, let me know what you think. I'm so glad you're here. I will be opening this up and having people on, and we will talk about this soulpreneur way, how it is a little different than what we're being taught out there. And for me, I want you to keep those 2 things in mind. 1, we have a different set of beliefs we have to unwork to become entrepreneurs. So we are unworking our nurturer self, adding a whole layer of perception. And I want you to keep in mind, it really is, if the cost of your success is your energetics, you haven't succeeded. So I want you to be in high vibration, because that's where the speed happens. That's where the certainty happens. For me, success is a peaceful life, a life I love, a life of creativity, a life of impact, a life of community, all the things. And I have to do it through collaboration. I have to do it through collaboration. So, one, I wanted to give you hope. Let me know what you think, and I will see you soon.